All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. Today, we're going to be looking at the new customer website from Synergy Worldwide. Josh McCallum, who is you're seeing on my screen on the left-hand side, or not, it's Josh McKell. He is, I had hoped to have him live, but he couldn't make it for this morning. So him and I recorded a presentation where he walks us through the new changes that are being made to the customer website for Synergy Worldwide. We'll get that started in just a minute. It's about a 40-minute presentation that he went through, so it's going to take up most of our time today. Certainly write down any questions or comments that you have at the end of our presentation today. We'll take time to answer those things. But this website is planning to be launched in several stages, and the first stage will be happening in November. They're going to tie the launch of the new customer website to the big event that they have in Europe. I think that event is November the 12th. And so at that event in Europe, they will then release the new website and make it operational at that point in time. So it'll be sometime in the first half of November that we'll have access to this new site. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and play this. Everyone should see my screen. Everyone should hear the sound from this. If for some reason you don't, then just unmute yourself and let me know. Here we go.
New changes that you'll see. So I want to run through the home page, the shop page, the product description page, and then I want to go through the profile page.
Okay.
We're still working on a lot of the shopping cart and trying to perfect what that shopping cart looks like. I could briefly go through it if we have time, but it's subject to change. So with our homepage, some of the things that you'll notice right away is we're going to have the ability to place a promotional banner right on the home screen. So you'll see this benchmarked with a lot of companies. Most companies, in fact, will have some sort of call to action right here. And the copy and all of the pricing is not final. So they just put in a filler to show what we can or can't do. So, and we don't put the $sign after the 200. This is a company in Eastern Europe who's doing it. So try and forgive some of the the nuances to it. But this could be free shipping over $149, or it could say enter promo code blender bottle at checkout to receive a free blender bottle with this order. So we're able to do a gift with purchase, and we're able to do an add-on at a lesser price, and then publish it directly here on the homepage, and then every subsequent page as they're shopping.
Great.
Some other features that you'll notice are the ability to have multiple screens that people can click through right on our hero banner, and a call to action to shop now.
Correct.
We don't have that currently. I mean, a lot of this stuff, as I'm saying it, you're like, duh, but we don't have it. So we're going to add it. Then you'll come in here. We'll be able to highlight best sellers. We'll also be able to highlight products of the month. So as you're aware, each month we've been highlighting specific products. So this month we're highlighting Pro Arginine Immune, and this way we can put all of our immune products here. We can have call to attention to it. You'll notice there's reviews now. So on these reviews, it'll give a star rating, how many stars out of 5, how many people have reviewed it. In the beginning, we'll be needing to collect reviews because we've never done this before. But we'll have a really simple and intuitive way to collect those reviews. It's a simple questionnaire. We can make it as long or as short as we want. I'm going to vote for short, where you rate the product after you've gotten it, You could rate it on taste. You can rate it on quality. And then you can leave a short little comment if you would like. That does get put into a holding cell, if you will, that our team goes through, our compliance team, to make sure people aren't claiming that it does fantastic things that we can't say that it does. So yeah, that is this page. And then a lot of the similarities that you'll see, different banners that we can do for call to attention. And what the nice thing is, this will be updated monthly with our product features. So currently our website has like little to no change for years at a time. We will have the ability to update it as we please. And then we'll just, make it look a little bit cleaner and more fresh. So
yeah, I just a comment. I look at marketing, and first off, it's clean, it's easy to understand, and I like your mission statement. It's so much, the mission statement is concise to transform lives. That's a great mission statement.
Yeah, and it's like you mentioned, clean. That's going to be a resounding theme throughout the website, is just clean. Not too much clutter, not too much stuff going on. Really simple and easy to navigate. So now if I click shop now, this is the category landing page that we will fall on. So let's come here. So with the category landing page, you're going to notice right away that you have, when you're on desktop, you'll have categories right here on the left.
Okay.
These categories are a little rough, to be perfectly honest. And we're having conversations with marketing and product on how we can make this make more sense. Like for instance, TrueLoom has its own category as well as Elements, but they're both skincare, body care. So combining a lot of these features, making it easier for people to locate items.
So looking at that, just as a suggestion, you can keep the purify, but most people that might not know what that means, you can keep that, but I would definitely put gut health.
Gut health, yeah.
Yeah, instead of microbiome, I would put gut health. And
exactly, yeah. We the marketing team is working with a third party who's doing a lot of like branding and stylization, which we will implement for our products. So our products are about to get a refresh, and they're going through these categories to make sure that they're popular terms, they're keywords that people would use. No one's going to come to the site for the first time and say, "Oh, TrueLoom skincare." Of course, I know TrueLoom. And Pro Arginine, even, like, yeah, we know it really well, but what is Pro Arginine? What does it do for me? Another way we're going to be able to capture a lot of questions that customers have is in our search bar. So we will be able to make our search bar pretty robust. And we can use a lot of keywords, such as if people type in cardiovascular, that will be a keyword for all of our cardiovascular products. Or if they type in blood flow, or we could get as far as not solving for specific ailments, but having keywords that are associated with those ailments that they can search for. And that will just provide an easier searching experience and browsing experience for the customer.
Or you've got approved statements like, I think for Pro Arginine Plus, there's an approved statement in relationship to blood pressure. Help. So you could, instead of doing lower blood pressure, you would just do blood pressure.
Yep.
And then that becomes a product that comes up on that search. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And whether they type in high or low blood pressure, it would associate blood pressure and be able to bring up those products. So that's going to be a big step for us. We'll also be able to highlight any products that are featured or that are on sale, which sounds crazy because we've never had products on sale on the website before because we haven't been able to do it. But for instance, I don't know if you've been able to make these team leadership calls, but we are transitioning away from TrueLoom, and we're going to adopt the Lamara brand that NSP just launched, which is really exciting. And so with that, in the case of TrueLoom, we could do a sale on TrueLoom prior to the launch of Lamara. Right now, we just don't have that capability. It's all CS. You have to call in with a code and CS manually adjust it. So yeah, we'll be able to have that ability. Again, you'll notice the same clean features with the ratings on the products. And then this is where you're going to see the biggest change, which is in the way that we display our pricing to a customer. So these prices, obviously, we're not moving all the prices to, it's just for
holding.
Yeah, exactly. FPO. So yeah, we're looking to, instead of using retail wholesale type of verbiage, moving to a one-time purchase and then a subscribe and save purchase price. Now, distributor pricing won't be displayed on this site. And we're having meetings on what that distributor pricing looks like. So one of the big things right now that we're running into is, yes, there is a retail price. And I know, like, in your business, you do utilize that retail pricing, but no one on the site can actually purchase at retail. Like, it doesn't allow it. It's only wholesale. And so the benefit to a distributor is that hopefully they buy through me and they don't go to the site where they can buy it at wholesale pricing, or realize that they can get it directly from the site at wholesale pricing. So then what becomes the distributor benefit? If I can buy Pro Arginine for $70 and my customer can buy it for $70, how does that help me leverage the product? And so that's one of the big conversations that we have been having with not just North America, but as a global approach, pricing as a whole. Our pricing's all over the place. Pro Arginine is $70 unless I buy it in a 4-pack, then it becomes $50. So what is the true sale price of Pro Arginine? And then do we call a spade and move our pricing to what the true price of Pro Arginine is? And so all of the pricing as a whole is a really big conversation, and input is desired. I've tasked that website team, as well as the team directors and above, to send in their feedback on what they think pricing should look like. But right now we're looking towards 2 pricing structures: if you purchase as a spot order or if you purchase as an auto ship, but then changing the verbiage to match more of what the industry is using. Specifically, kind of the kingpin of them all, which is Amazon. So,
so do you want me to send you an email with regards to pricing?
Yep, you can send me an email. You could text me and say, "Hey, let's get on the phone and go through it." Whatever is easier for you.
Yeah. So I'll just make a couple quick comments and I'll send you an email with regards to pricing. No one buys at retail. No one buys because you buy at wholesale. So having retail pricing, doesn't make any difference. It's not an incentive. So what's the difference between what a customer gets it for and what a distributor gets it for? The only advantage is that you can earn revenue if you're a distributor, whereas if you're a customer, you can't. So if you have no interest in the business, you're going to get the product for the same price as I get it for, and you can just be a happy product customer. So pricing is not the issue; it's the presentation of the pricing is the key. And then if you're to me, if you're going to change pricing on the Pro Arginine for the box, if you go to Amazon, you'll notice that you'll have options on Amazon. You can buy one box. It used to be for $45. The Synergy's done a good job in knocking a lot of people off of Amazon. And so now you'll typically see the box for $70 or $75, pretty much the same as what you're going to get from Synergy. But you'll see options for, I think, 1 box, 2 boxes, and 4 boxes. And then you get the jumbo jar, and you don't get the jumbo jar plus 1 on Amazon. It's always just the jumbo jar. That used to be sometimes as low as 180. Now I haven't ever seen it. I haven't ever seen it like that in the last 6 months. It's usually 235 to 280, and you're just getting the jumbo jar. You're not getting the extra box. So, to me, the pricing here on the U.S. platform, because people aren't going to see what's going on in Europe. They're not going to see what's going on in Asia unless I send them my replicated site. If I've got a customer potential like in Malaysia or wherever we operate in, then the pricing is what's appropriate for that marketplace. But here, it's just a question of, from a simplicity standpoint, whether you want to show 1 box and give them other options like 4 boxes, or the jumbo jar, or the jumbo jar plus 1.
Right.
And to me, if I needed to make a decision from a clarity standpoint, I would only give people 3 options. I would do 1 box, I would do 4 boxes, and then I would do the jumbo jar plus 1. I wouldn't do the jumbo jar by itself, because you're talking $5 difference if you're keeping the same pricing. So now a person, and then what you can do is you can put your cost per serving if you wanted to give them an extra incentive. So if I'm doing $70 for 1 box, $200 for 4 boxes, I can then put my cost per serving, and then I could do the jumbo jar plus 1 and really see my cost per serving go down. And now, when it comes time to a buying decision, especially if I've got a 120-day money-back guarantee, which might be something that you also want to focus on, depending upon the market that you're in, showing people that they have a guarantee on the product.
Right. Absolutely.
And that way, okay, if I'm going to get a 120-day money-back guarantee, I'm going to go for the jumbo jar plus 1 because it's the best value.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I agree with you. I think we're similar wavelengths. So when I go into the actual product page,
okay, got it. Okay,
I will be able to select my size. So these are examples. So like for Pro Arginine, for instance, you'd have the box 30 servings or a jumbo, and then the option. So like a jumbo, you would say add a box for $5. We would have that option here. And then you have the different flavors. So as I click these different items, my my image will change as well. So if I'm on a box, I'll see a box. If I'm on a jumbo, it'll transition to a jumbo. If I select the jumbo plus 1, it'll transition to the jumbo with my box. So you'll see the different flavors. Now, if it's not applicable, these won't be there. So let's, for example, D3. D3 doesn't have different flavor options, different size options, but we could do different quantity options and do quantity breaks, which is nice. So the breakage that you're talking about is what I want to move to. So Synergy North America has 37 SKUs, and on our website and in the back office, there's over 1,000, just by the way that we have to build our products. Where if we're doing a product pack, we have to build a whole new SKU for that one product pack. And so, or for instance, a box of Pro Arginine is 1 SKU, 2 boxes is another SKU, 3 boxes is another, and subsequent, and so on and so forth. for each flavor. It's a disaster. And so rather than having these packs give the break, you can just break it at, hey, if you buy 4, you get breakage. And this is what it's coming to. And then the next simplicity of it all is going to be, do I want to do this one time, or do I want to put it on a subscribe and save? And now again, 25% would be awesome, ideal. Whether or not we could do it and how that affects global is a different story. Europe does 10%, Asia does 15%, and North America is awesome. So it's like, well, let's do a little bit more. But we're working on the pricing. But what we know is subscribe and save is the verbiage that we want to use, as opposed to auto ship. Auto ship has some negative connotations. Some people are like, whoa, auto ship. I don't want to, I don't want to have to sign my life away type thing.
Right.
Whereas subscribe and save is the same exact thing, but people are more inclined to do it because of the conditioning from Amazon. So any subscribe and save, we want to have free shipping. So if I have a subscribe and save, thank you, you're awesome. I don't care if it's just E9, you get free shipping. Thanks for being loyal. And then another thing we're hoping to do is anyone with a subscribe and save period gets free shipping on subsequent orders. Whether or not we could afford that is the biggest question, because we don't want to release something that we can't afford and then we have to retract.
Sure.
But maybe it's, if I'm on a subscribe and save, then I always get free shipping at above $99. And speaking in dollar amount to customers, because that's what customers care about. Similar to how we do our join promotion for customers. Join first time ordering a product at $100 and you'll get Pro Arginine Immune. Thanks for coming on board. So speaking to them in dollar amount is very important. For the beginning launch in November, our delivery date is going to be automatically set to 30 days. The reason for this is the back end still needs to allow the functionality for different auto ships templates per account. So right now, only one template can exist per account, and we're building a new promotions and pricing engine that will allow us to have multiple templates. But for the time being, we're going to default to the 30 days. And the way to get around that is going to be in your customer profile. So now on the website, customers will have the ability to click this little icon up here, the little person, and sign in as a customer. Here, they're going to be able to manage everything, similar to how your Pulse would work, but for a customer. So a customer is not going to see this Pulse. That won't be there. They'll see profile, my orders, my membership, which is most likely going to go away. I don't think we're going to end up going with a membership. We'll just do subscribe and save. My subscriptions.
Or what you could do is do my account
for
a customer, account. Because then they would be able to find their account number, and the details that are assigned to their account. So
and combine it like with my account or my profile.
Oh, okay. So your if you've got my profile, then you already have that information. So you could eliminate a line.
Yeah, and this will be nice. They can see their ID if they ever need it, their sponsor ID, and how to contact that sponsor.
Oh, that's great.
They can add different phone numbers, which is a main, which is preliminary, and change their security code right on here. Okay. Then you have the ability to link accounts as a customer. So link Facebook, Google. This just allows us to be more connected, and link phone. So one of the features that's coming, not in November, the integration won't be ready, but we're hoping phase 2 launch, which will be closer to January, is the integration of everyone's cell phone to the system. So like per Avita challenge, we would take the distributor cell phone list that we have in the back office and just blast it, say per Avita has begun. And that would all be based on this. And I know currently it's difficult to have primary and secondary phone numbers and be able to edit that. This will take that complication away.
Mm-hmm.
And so for customers, where it would really come in handy is if they link their phone and allow for text messages. When we have our Black Friday sale and we're able to do promotions, we can let them know what the promotion is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, really slick way to get customer information. Pulse, they can either access the app, or they can sign in. If they don't have the app, they can download it here using these QRs, or they can do quick snapshots, dashboard. So if I'm on my desktop, I click dashboard, it'll send me over to Pulse. Then when you have your orders, so this will give your order history for customers. The order number, if I click this, it'll show me what was in my order,
Mm-hmm.
the tracking information, and then the status of it, whether it's in process, in shipping, delivered, canceled, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come down to my subscription. So a subscription, if you don't have a subscription, this will be your page. And again, this is all FPO. It's just for placement.
Sure.
And the design is not finalized. It hasn't had Ryan Lindahl's magic touch to it. And so, yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But
Mm-hmm.
if I don't have a subscription, this will be my page to start shopping. If I do have a subscription, it'll look like this. So it'll show me my auto ship or my subscribe and save details, whether it's active, paused, or canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And then what date it's shipping out on, what credit card I'm using to pay, and then where that is shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I can edit the parameters and change the date. There will be some business rules built into this, meaning if it's the 14th and I'm set to deliver on the 15th, I can't change it. It's
Right.
already in our system. We need to have that same kind of 3-day prior to be able to make changes. But the good news is you don't have to call support to do it. You can do it online, which I think is a big win for everyone. Then you'll see the different items and then the subscription frequency, where deliver monthly. In the future, we'll have deliver every other month. So because you'll have multiple templates, maybe TrueLoom I only need every 2 months, but I want Biome and Detox every single month.
That's nice, because then you could put all the products that you personally use and then assign them your spacing on how you want to get them delivered.
Yes,
nice.
Exactly.
I like that. That's great.
Yeah. So again, that'll be once we have that pricing engine. This will be a development closer to January, February time. But for now, it will be set monthly, and you'll have the ability to skip an individual item on there, which is more manual, but you will have that option. So these ones are going to deliver March 15th, and this is going to be skipped till April 15th. It'll show the price that you pay and then the price you would have paid otherwise if you weren't doing subscribe and save.
That's good, because it reinforces the value of what they're doing.
Right. And then you come down here and it'll give the breakdown. Shipping obviously won't exist, neither will handling. Tax will, of course. And then most likely we'll change this bar. We played around with this bar of different things that we can do, like an additional discount or spend so much and get a free item. Most likely what that bar will be a signifier of savings. So you've saved X amount on this order for being on subscribe and save. And then of course I can add more items. And it just makes for a customer really simple. I can change if I edit the parameters, I can change the date, I can change the payment method, easily add a new method, can change the address, and you'll notice there's a drop down, which means we have the ability to save multiples for customers. So for instance, I'm like, oh no, this auto ship goes to my mother-in-law. And so I drop down and I have ship to mother-in-law, and then her address. And then I can add a new shipping or payment method here. I can pause my subscription, or I could cancel it. We want to make it really, really simple to pause, cancel, and edit a subscribe and save. People, if they know that they can cancel, are more inclined to sign up and less inclined to actually cancel. But it's the knowledge that, okay, I can easily cancel if I want to. I'm not like stuck in this thing, or I don't need to call support and wait forever.
People want control.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And then if I do change the date, so for instance, let's say I went from the 15th to the 20th. Currently, this will change all of their items on that subscribe and save template. And so they'll get this little pop-up saying, hey, this is going to change everything. And most likely we'll allow it twice as opposed to once a month. We don't want people changing it constantly, but we do want the people being able to change it. So then let's get into payment methods and some of the features around this. So with payment methods, I can add multiple, and then I can set a default for one of them. Now, one of the big things that we run into currently is the inability to notify a customer, distributor, whoever it is, that their credit card is about to expire or the information is incorrect in it. This, because we have it saved in the site, will allow us to say, hey, looks like your credit card is about to expire. And we can start the drip campaign as early or as soon as we want. Most likely we'll start it at 3 months, and then again at 2. And then the month prior, we'll send a weekly reminder. And then once we have the texting capability, the month prior, we will text and say, hey, we notice your card is about to expire. You have an auto ship on X date. Please get in and update your card information. Or if they have multiple cards, we could say, would you like to use this card instead? And then with a link for them to go in and change it. So this is really nice feature that we'll have control over. And then adding a card, very simple. Enter in the card information. You notice PayPal on there. We're going to be able to implement multiple payment methods, such as like Apple Pay, Android Pay, Samsung Pay, whatever we really want to do. We'll be able to add that in there.
Great.
And then, deleting payment methods, very simple, pretty straightforward stuff. You'll notice the same with address, where you can have a shipping and a billing address, and then subsequent secondary address. So, and then you would label those address. So this is home. Maybe I have one for mother-in-law. Maybe I have one for sister-in-law, whatever it is. I do that a lot with Amazon, where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ordering this product for my mother-in-law. And rather than entering in her address every single time or having to change mine, I can just go in and change it based on what is put in my address book. So this is going to be a really nice feature as well. When I enter it in the information, I can just start typing it. So 1287 West Wasatch, boom, there's my address. I click it. It'll populate a field here, and I can find it and click it, and then it'll autofill in everything for me. And then set the defaults or unclick the defaults and just add the address. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to go through, obviously the ability to change a password is there, which is nice. But then notifications. So this will become more and more robust as we have different notifications that we're capable of doing. So we could do corporate news, impact foundation, highlights, order status, promotions, upcoming promotions. For team members, we can do monthly calls, leadership calls. We could have in there like trip incentives or incentive reminders. So really, people are going to be able to pick and choose what they want the company to notify them about, and so we can add more and more and get more and more robust. The vision of Synergy is to be up to date with what other companies are doing. So for instance, like team members, yeah, you want to be able to notify them about upcoming calls and all those trip incentives, but also you want to have some CRMs built in where I'm like, Dan, you are 500 CV away from this next title. Like, you have X amount of days, you got this, keep pushing. Where we can then encourage people to keep pushing and to keep moving. Or, hey, you are $500 away from reaching gold and qualifying for our go gold incentive. You got this. So it'll just allow us to be robust and allow us to know who wants to be notified for what.
Great.
And yeah, that's kind of the main stuff I wanted to show. The shopping cart is still being built. It's in process right now. But this is kind of the idea of your shopping cart. It'll show what you selected, the quantity, and then the frequency in which you selected. You'll be able to come in and edit. So maybe I'm like, I want citrus berry instead. So I would edit, and then a little pop-up would show. And I don't know if they have built that pop-up yet. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they haven't built the pop-up yet, but a pop-up would show, allowing me to select a new flavor or unit size, whatever it may be. I can easily change my frequency method right here, from one-time purchase to subscribe and save. You'll notice these are a little different because they're trying to get our feedback on best layout that we want to have. Most likely we'll yeah, actually I'd have to defer to marketing on how they want it laid out, but most likely we'll follow the same trend that's throughout the page so that it's consistent. So then you'll see whether it's, the price has any sort of discount on a subscribe and save. In this instance that they have highlighted, it's all one-time purchase. So then you'll see a little tracker up here that says, hey, you're X amount away from free shipping. So that people know and they're aware, okay, if I add another $40 item, I'm not going to have to pay for shipping. And then this is new, ability to add a promo code at checkout. So yeah, lots happening with the website, lots of really good progress. We are now to the stage where Ryan and the marketing team is sending over the images for us to upload to this new site. So kind of next steps are they send us these images, and then each of the markets are going to upload them to our the new site. And then we will have a development site for testing. And that is going to be the site that is shared with this website group. So the website group will be able to go through, they'll be able to do mock orders, to add things to their account, to mess around with their profile, and provide any feedback, UAT, so user testing, and things that they've noticed with the site that, hey, this could use an enhancement, or hey, I've noticed it doesn't do this and we really need it to do this because of this reason. So things are moving. I hope to give everyone access to that site in October, a month prior to the launch, and then it'll feel real. This is cool because it's like, yeah, we're moving to that. But when you have the actual site, it'll feel much more real.
Great.
So go ahead.
Two quick questions. Are you going to continue with the elite rebates?
We are, yeah.
And then will you make adjustments on the CV volume based upon what they're doing? Like if they do the
subscribe and save,
subscribe and save, would you adjust the CV volume on that?
Yes, how much? I'm not sure.
That's fine. You know,
Um,
you know,
we would have to. Now there's a couple different options. Now we could do like 10% and more than and be more likely to not adjust the CV, similar to what Europe does. However, in North America, what's the benchmark? What are our competitors doing? And they're above that 10%. And so
but
we
if
want
you're
to be,
but if you're giving free shipping, then
yeah,
to me, if you're going to give free shipping, if you're giving 10% off and free shipping, you know, you I would put a value to your free shipping so that people know that in addition to the 10% they're saving this much dollars on shipping. And I know everyone gives free shipping, or not everyone does, but a lot of companies try and do free shipping. But it's like, from my standpoint, I understand, the ability that you need to adjust the CV value because you have to stay in business, because if you
yeah,
don't stay in business, then I don't stay in business.
right.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that would subsequently affect elite rebate. So like worst case scenario, if it was an equal, like a match to match, which we probably won't do, it would be like for pro Arginine, I would lose $3.75 on every pro Arginine order for my elite rebate, and my upline would lose that additional volume that would roll up for the elite rebate.
Right.
And then yeah, in tandem to that question, and I want to be quick because I do have this other
Yes.
meeting I can't push back. It's for Pura Vida. So I've got this fresh on the brain.
Yep.
The elite rebate is how we will fund the affiliate program. So part of our last phase in April is to be able to have affiliates earn either money or product credit. So for instance, all your customers, if your customers share a link and someone purchases, then they will earn a percentage. And so what we're looking at doing is like a mega match type thing for the elite rebate. So we'll take the normal elite rebate and we'll split it in half. We'll give it a percentage so that the customer knows, hey, it's going to be X% of whatever I sell. And then the distributor will match that exactly. So if my customer shares and they get $10, I get $10. And so that's what we're looking to do with the affiliate program. But again, that's once this website is fully robust and we feel comfortable for our customers sharing. There's plenty of reviews on there and they feel good about it. So elite rebate's still there. But yeah, most likely our one-time purchase is just going to be wholesale. We're going to call a spade a spade. We don't sell retail, so why have it on there? And then any discount would be off of that wholesale discount.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And yeah, that free shipping is going to be kind of the biggest thing with Subscribe and Save. And then we're trying to finalize at what point can we do free shipping for customers who aren't on Subscribe and Save, customers who are on it. For distributors, distributors will be the same for Subscribe and Save. So if I'm on an auto ship to qualify, then I'm going to receive a discount too, which then if we discount the CV plays in another role of, okay, well now what do I need to place in order to have the CV needed to qualify for basic or elite commissions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's lots of questions to be had on the pricing, but the layout of the website we feel really confident in, especially benchmarking it against other competitors in the market space. This is what they're doing, and at the end of the day, if we feel confident in sending our customers to the site, and they feel confident and empowered to get the deal on their own, we're gonna generate more customer volume.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, our team members, and I'm sure you're in this boat, or at least you were, it sounded like, are calling in all of their customer orders. It could take anywhere from a half hour to an hour placing all of their customer orders on the phone. And if you're able to cut that out completely, your time is valuable. Your time is money. And so this is just going to help that situation out.
Great. No, I love what I've seen. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm happy that we were able to connect and jump on this call.
So that was my conversation with Josh. Do I have any questions from anyone on today's presentation? You'll have to go and unmute yourself.
Yes, Dan, I've got a question.
Yes, Timothy.
You normally post this on your site every week. Will you be posting this up on Tuesday?
Yes, yes. So you're in Zoom right now, and my Zoom calls are recorded. So everything that happened today has been recorded. And today's presentation, what I said at the beginning, the conversation that you saw that was pre-recorded with Josh, and our conversation right now, all that will be on YouTube on Tuesday and will go out in the Tuesday newsletter.
The reason why I asked that question is this: I thought that this was priority information and not to be broadcast to the world yet.
No, no. Josh has told me that I don't have to worry about that. So,
Okay.
Yeah, this will go out to the distributors. You know, if there's people that are outside of Synergy Worldwide that look at the video, who cares?
Okay.
So this is also something that if you want to share with other distributors to let them know it's coming, again, please feel free to do that. I mean, that's the reason why Josh did this presentation with me, gave me permission to share it with you today. And then, you know, I've got permission to share it with other distributors after this because he wants people to know what's coming. You know, he completely understands the frustration with the current website for customers, the inability to do a lot of different things off of that website. And these are the changes that they've made to address those things to give us a very attractive and robust customer website that will then increase our customer sales. And then what he talked about at the end here, this is coming in different phases. So the first phase will be the basic changes to the website. And then the final phase that he talked about at the end of this presentation is putting together an affiliate program sometime next year, April, May, when they launch that, where now I can take all my existing customers and leverage them through the affiliate program by saying to my existing customers, hey, Synergy Worldwide just announced an affiliate program. You've enjoyed these products. If there's family and friends that you believe could benefit from these products, share your link to your website with them. And if they order, Synergy will give you X amount in terms of, you know, a match on every order. So that way a person as an affiliate customer can then earn dollars or credit towards future purchases. And all that does is I may have to give up initially what Josh talked about, you know, where we do a 50-50 split on the mega match. So I give up something in the beginning so that my existing customer can then recruit other customers for me. Now, all those other customers will then be tracked to my tracking center one. And if I give them the same incentive, then they can expand my customer base. So the match is on the initial order of a new person, and then all those people can go into the system and they can then have all the abilities that you see. Maybe they want to do subscribe and save. They love the product. They want to go subscribe and save, make additional savings off of what they're doing from the Synergy products. Maybe my CV goes down a little bit because of that, but who cares? I've harnessed my customers to expand my customer base, and then I harness those new customers to expand my customer base and continue to do that. Again, if it works properly, where we can really begin to incentivize customers sharing this new platform with new people, to become customers of Synergy Worldwide, all that does is expand my customer base and the amount of volume that my customers create every month that I can then earn elite rebates off of. Even if that volume CV is adjusted down to take, to take in consideration for subscribe and save and free shipping and things of that nature. Hopefully that made sense.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. And it is really, that part of it is exciting.
Yeah, yes. And that's what I see in the new site. I see two things in the new site. I see simplicity for our customers to be able to order what they want, as well as in that new design, influence them to maybe consider some other things from Synergy Worldwide, especially if they're going to get free shipping when they hit a certain price point. And then finally, in April of next year, be able to launch an affiliate program so that I can harness all my existing customers to be affiliates of Synergy Worldwide. They're not distributors, they're affiliates where they can earn dollars or credits towards future orders. And if you're familiar with the affiliate marketing, I mean, that's how people on the internet make huge amounts of money, is through affiliate marketing. And we have the ability to eventually, hopefully, do the same thing with Synergy Worldwide through our customers, because we know we have the best products. We just need to harness more people to be able to share that with other ones, and we're giving them an incentive to do so.
That is correct.
Thank you, Timothy. Anyone else with any questions or comments?
Yeah, hi, Dan. I noticed you had a very in-depth conversation based on the shipping. And I like the idea of when you reach a certain limit, free shipping applies, be it 500, 1,000, whatever. So I think that will go a long way towards encouraging people to order more, knowing that you're going to have free shipping at a level.
Correct. Now, again, understand that the free shipping would only be to, like in this case, I don't know what they're going to do for Europe. I don't know what they're going to do for Asia, but the free shipping would be here for the United States. So it would have to go to a US zip code for them to get free shipping. So that way, at least if you've got people in Barbados, they could, if they've got freight forwarders, at least they can cut down that shipping expense by having the Synergy products go to their freight forwarder, and then they would still have the shipping of the freight forwarder and whatever taxes that you have coming into Barbados. But understand, Synergy operates in 24 different countries. So maybe I've got customers up in Canada, or I currently have customers in the UK. Again, I could begin to harness my customers in the UK to share the new platform for, especially in April, to family and friends, to help them earn credits, or in this case, for England, pounds, that they can apply towards their next order, and at the same time expand my presence in the UK. And then if I begin to attract people in other countries like Malaysia or Japan or South Korea, again, we'll have the ability to have a robust platform that allows them to easily order in those countries. And then when Synergy does implement the affiliate program, then we can begin to harness those contacts to expand our presence in other places.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. Anyone else before we say goodbye?
Dan, it's Donald.
Yes, Donald?
I might have missed, when is the rollout of the new website going to be? I don't think or the approximate, I should say.
So from my understanding from Josh, is there's going to be 3 phases. So phase 1 is the ability to do most everything that you saw in the first half of the presentation with the new site, and the ability to do subscribe and save on a 30-day process. And that is going to occur in November. Synergy is doing a major event in Europe in November. And so my understanding is November 12th is when the new customer websites will be launched. And then in December or January, they're going to then go to the second phase, which will allow people in their auto ship or their subscribe and save to have multiple templates. That way, let's say that you have a family member that you want to set up on an auto ship, you can put that into your template, and then you can have an auto ship for them within your own template. Or you've got, as Josh showed, maybe you've got 5 different products that you like from Synergy Worldwide, but you don't use them every 30 days. Some of them you use every 30 days, some of them you use every 90 days. So you could put into your auto ship template the adjustment for each product and when you want to get it. So every 30 days, the ones that are marked 30 days you would get, and then the system would know that in 90 days, that other product would be added to your template for that month. That, my understanding, is going to happen in December or January. And then the final phase is this affiliate program where existing customers can share with other people and earn income or earn dollars or credits that can be applied towards future orders. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. One other thing, please remind me when Synergy is opening Mexico.
Well, it should be next week, October the 1st. I haven't heard anything different.
Thanks. Gotcha.
You're welcome. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend, and we will talk to you next Saturday.